Hello, viewers. Welcome to Truth and Just podcast, brought to you by G First Global. Truth and Just podcast is a humanitarian podcast that is aimed at giving voice to the voiceless in the society. Well, we will not fail to recognize our leader who has made this platform possible for you and I to share our thoughts and story. That's in the person of White Angel. And today I am not just here alone, I have my co-anchor. And I am Andrew Koirele. Today we have a very inspiring story to tell you. All I need from you is to sit down with your family and listen to this particular story. I'm sure you're going to be inspired. Well, let's meet the person in question. What's your name, sir?
Thank you very much. My name is Anthony Alalama.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Imo State, Abombise,
Abombise.
local government area.
Okay, so what actually brought you here?
I am here to share my story, my difficulty, and my experience in life.
I'm coming. Your difficulty
My
in life, right?
difficulty, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
And what I went through in life in general,
Okay.
why growing up, why I'm with my parents, and now that I'm alone, what I'm still experiencing, and what I'm still going through.
Okay. You can go ahead and share with us.
In 2001, when I took my WAEC exam,
Yes.
that was when my dad was going through a very, very difficult time in life.
Yeah.
He was having serious problem with the company he was working with.
Okay.
And at the same time, my mom was diagnosed with very, very, should I say, very, very bad sickness.
Okay. What sickness is that? What's the name of it?
Diabetes, to be precise.
Diabetes. Okay.
Yes.
What year is that?
That was the sickness started 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Because I took my work the coming year, which is 2001.
2001.
Yes.
Okay.
So she was going through that while my father was probably facing his own trouble of financial issues and problem with his work.
Okay.
So, but
Where was your dad working?
He was working with a company affiliation. The company work is one of these companies that are consultants with
Okay.
CBN.
Okay.
So they are not being paid direct from CBN, but they are paid from the company.
True. Okay.
That the consultant that employ them with the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria. So that was when the whole issue started. And after I took my work, lo and behold, I came out in flying colors. I did very, very well. And then that was when
Where are you staying? Where do you live?
I live in as at when all these my difficulties in life started. I was staying in Abuja.
Okay.
And in Gariki, to be precise, Gariki
Gariki.
village.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When the whole issue started, before the company now has to tell my dad to evacuate the vacancy, the house he was given to that company, because he's no longer working with them, and he was given a particular time frame to leave the quarters, to evacuate it for another.
That's in Gariki.
In Gariki,
Okay.
to evacuate it for another person that will be coming to occupy the house. So
house, yeah.
he had to leave. So my dad even had to plead for them to give him some time so he could be able to secure another apartment because of with the kids. But they were able to give him some time, but it couldn't exceed 2 months when after we now finally left the company apartment. He was able to secure some loans from friends, and the bank, he was being paid his salary to start up his own structure here in Madala, in Niger State. So he was able to raise his own little apartment where we have to manage ourselves until.
So how many are you in your family?
We are 6 in my family.
6.
Yes.
So what position are you?
I'm the third.
Okay.
The third son in the family. I'm from a family of 6 boys, no girl.
6 boys.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Go ahead.
So as of 2002, although meanwhile, before my dad left the company apartment, he has already started his own small
business. Structure. Okay.
Here in Madala, before he finally left the company and the staff quarters he will before he left the start quarter. So 2002, my mother's illness become so worrisome.
2002.
2002.
Okay.
So she was admitted in General Hospital, Bagwalada.
Mm.
So after about 2 weeks, we lost her.
Mm.
Yes, we lost my
May
mom.
her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Amen. So the 2003, I was able to secure admission through some old friends
Mm.
that we were together in the secondary school. They assisted me,
Mm.
secured admission with University of Lagos, Akoka. Nice.
University of Lagos.
Yes, Akoka. I
Okay.
studied geography in education.
You studied geography.
Yes, sir. So while I was in school, my dad also had to do all he could
Mm.
to make sure he sees me
Yeah, you are
through
able to,
school.
yeah.
But it wasn't easy for me alone to be in, in a new environment where I knew virtually nobody.
Nobody, yeah.
So he did his best and able to make one or two consultation with friends that equally stay in Lagos there to assist in the little way they could, so that I could see, I could not go through difficulties much while I was in school. Although they all did their best by the special grace of God, with the little effort of my dad as well. He
Mm.
equally did his own role as a father. And I want to say a very good, very big thank you to him. He really makes sure that education became a very, very paramount thing to each and every one of us, the children.
Mm.
He valued it so much. I want to say a very big thank you to him.
Mm.
Yes. And while after the hustle and bustle in higher institution, with the difficulties I went through being in campus, and then the nature of friends I keep, is I was able to take my education serious,
Mm.
and then knowing that I was going through hell while I was in school. So my book had to become my very good friend.
You were
Most
trying
time, yes,
to
I try as much as possible to make sure that I do not disappoint
disappoint
both my
your
father
father
and
and
my
your,
other sponsors
yeah.
while I was in higher institution. I have to put on my best. Most time when someone even have to look for me, it's either I'm in library or I'm in the campus common room.
Mm.
That's the only place you could see me passing time with my studies.
Mm.
So by his grace, when I graduated, my result was second class lower.
Second class lower.
Yes,
Okay.
from University of Lagos. I equally,
Did you serve?
yes, I did serve.
Where did you serve?
I served in Kaduna State, Kafanchan, to be precise,
Kaduna State.
Kafanchan.
Okay.
Yes, that's where I served. I did my NYSC compulsory service.
Okay.
When I rounded up, I had to come back to Madala
Mandala.
here to
Mm.
stay with my
What
people.
year?
That was 2008.
2008.
Yes,
Okay.
because there was a time we had an issue in school when the student union government had a very big fracas
Mm.
with the school authority.
Mm.
We were told to go home for 1 full year, so we lost
One
one
full year.
full section. Yes, while I was in higher institution. So after graduation, after my service, I started battling with the issue of job,
Mm.
securing a job.
Mm.
A number of places I equally submitted my resume. After they say they'll get back to me, after 2 weeks, no response from there. I had to go to the such companies or such parastatals, asking them what the problem could be, or uh, they're no longer in need of staff
Staff or something.
or something. So they still keep on telling me and others that I went there with that we
Mm.
should still be patient.
Sorry, I was going to ask,
Yes.
while you were in school, what was your source of, survival? What were you doing? Because from what you mentioned, you said your father was, trying his best
Yes.
to make sure that you were able to finish school.
Yes.
But what did you do on your own?
Thank you very much. While I was in school, I had to make friends with some of the people these people that wash cars.
Keep,
Yes, car
the car
wash.
wash. Oh,
Yes,
wow.
car wash business, and
That means you were doing
I
that.
was doing that at my own
That's
leisure
after
time. Yes.
lecture.
So these are one of the things I equally do to get small money to use in taking
Hmm.
care of myself.
Because I knew it wasn't an easy
Yes.
thing.
And then secondly, I equally go to staff quarters. There are senior staff quarters in campus there.
Mm.
I help them to cut off their their
Gardens,
gardens,
okay.
and maintain conducive environment for them. Yeah. So these are some of the privilege I was given as a student, and
Then you
also
just tell them where they pass.
so these are one of the two privilege they gave me as a student to use in supporting myself while I was
Yeah.
in school, and also is assisting my little ones.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you actually want us to do for you? Because I'm sure our viewers will have listened to his story, and I'm sure also that you are inspired. So,
Apart from that, what other challenges have you faced? And from all these problems you are passing through, have
mm,
this problem led you to maybe the kind of life you don't want to live? Maybe like smoking, following of bad friends, following of
was it while
around
in school?
this, like whether in school or out
Okay,
of school. And you said before that you looked for a job you did not see.
Yes.
I want to know, from when you started looking for a job till now, have you seen any? Did you work, or you are just roaming around looking for
trying
one to
to
one to so
submit CV or something.
what has how has this all this affected you
Thank you
negatively?
very much. I've been able to do some menial jobs like labor,
Mm,
assisting medicine,
Okay.
and as well uh, equally work with some of these petty handwork people
mm,
to dig sock away and then pack feces.
mm,
These are some of the things I've been able to do, and also I was equally told by a friend.
mm,
That was a friend
Mm,
that was at the time staying with me here in Madala. Since I've gotten my papers,
mm,
mm,
that I shouldn't allow it to just waste away
mm.
like that. Why don't I apply for a teaching
Job.
job
Mm,
or something more 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 familiar with that? So
mm,
I had to equally submit my credentials in about number of schools. So I was fortunate there was this school that had to call me
mm,
mm.
saying they needed my
Attention.
at my yes
Services
my
also.
service
Okay.
for the kind of course I read in the higher institution. So I went there for the interview and I did very, very well. I had to start working with them.
Mm,
But the school was a little bit far from where I live, and the salary was a little too small.
how
mm.
much?
It was about 10,000 naira.
Yeah.
Why
What year? 10,000. Oh,
10,000 naira?
oh yeah.
Yes, that was 2015.
2015.
15.
Wait. Aside your certificate, do you have any other skill?
Yes, I have other skills like I've been able to go through carpentry training. That's
That
furniture.
means if somebody brings a carpentry or job,
Yes,
you will be able to do it well,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Did you
yes,
learn
yes,
it and you were
yes.
given
This is
certificate?
one of the vocational skills I acquired
So
before.
why didn't you venture into that? Don't you know that skills is even one of the lucrative place where you can make money?
That is true. That is
Are
true.
you aware of that?
Of course, I do. I do.
Okay. So why didn't you
You see,
venture into that?
first and foremost, I look at the financial constraint I was having in buying all the materials I needed and then
Mm,
tools. So since it was not forthcoming, I had to fall back to this manual job I told you about. I
okay.
was
Oh,
doing. Yes.
so that's fine.
So
Monica.
as I asked I asked you few questions, you only answered one. You
Okay.
said you got a job as a teacher.
Yes.
They were paying you 10,000 naira.
Yes.
Okay. Now I ask you, how has this life experience affected you? What has it cost you?
Thank you very much. When I left, when I stopped working with the institution, that's the school to be precise,
Mm,
Mm,
and then most especially, these handwork people,
mm,
they more or less like, let's use the word like, or
mm.
they they use drugs. Let me use the word drugs.
mm,
Yes, they
You
are
mean you
a
wait?
number of
I'm
them
coming.
among yes
You mean this? Is it laborers? They use
laborers.
drugs?
Yes,
Okay.
so it's more like a a
What kind of drug?
booster.
What kind of drug?
Talking
Oh,
about cigarette and alcoholic
Ego.
drinks, and some equally take Indian hemp.
does I don't understand. Does a cigarette boost your, will I
Energy.
say, energy? I haven't heard of that.
Although what I'm trying
Cigarettes.
to say in essence is,
Mm,
while I was working with them, that was how I started the habit of smoking.
smoking. Okay.
So, but I wouldn't say it has really boosted my energy or whatsoever
Mm.
while at work. But at the time, the drugs become an addiction.
Aside that is cigarette, you were taking another drug. Is
No,
that what you're
partially I
trying to
do
say?
take alcohol at intervals, but
Oh,
not on a regular
okay. Okay.
routine. Yes.
So the
All
drugs
right.
affected you in what way?
Okay, the drugs affected me because while I was while I finished most of all this my handy extracurricular
Mm.
handwork and all that, I that is when I now having the feeling that it's either I develop one ailment or the other. So
Okay.
in some cases, I might end up being in the hospital for about a week or more on bed. That is hospitalized on hospital bed due to all these drugs that have been
And you were
taking.
still forcing yourself
No, because I
to.
was I was I was counseled by the doctor that if I really want to
Live long.
recover
Mm.
and
Self back.
get myself back, I have to quit this
Smoking
smoking
and
and
drinking.
drinking, this habit to be precise. And
So
then
when did you stop this habit precisely?
I stopped this habit last year. That was last
Last year.
last year, by this period last year, before Easter last
Okay.
year. But that doesn't mean I fully quit taking them. But I still take them maybe once in a
I'm coming.
while.
I'm coming. You
That
just
means
you
you are
just
still
quit.
Quit
You quit
taking it
temporarily.
excessive.
temporarily.
Excessive.
I do, yes, I do take excessively
But
then,
but
but
I'm
unlike
coming. I'm coming.
now.
A medical doctor advised you
Yes,
and said, if you really want to recover from this your own day sickness and the other day, you should quit
quit
smoking.
completely.
And then you go back and decided to give yourself another formula again instead of taking it every day.
So,
You should
so,
just.
so one other thing about people that have been taking drugs, I tend to understand that's my own
That
how
is
the
drug
effect
addict.
on me. Yeah,
Mm.
the addiction has been much.
Are
Yes,
you do you go to church?
yes, I am a child of God.
You're a child of
Yes, I
God.
do go to church.
Like seriously?
Yes, I do.
Which church do you attend?
I'm a Roman Catholic.
Catholic?
Yes.
No, there is something that you want to ask. He said that he went to the hospital and the doctor, after running series of
Test.
Yes.
tests, he found out that you should. He saw the reason for you to stop.
To quit smoking and drinking.
Okay, what was his findings? What was its findings for
Was
his
there
research?
anything he
Was it
Okay.
revealed to you?
Yeah,
Maybe the results?
he revealed to me that I'm having acute malaria.
Acute
Acute
malaria.
malaria.
That's as a result of this excess
Excess
smoking and
smoking and
drinking.
drinking, yes. Excess smoking. And so he had to place me on hospital bed for a week
A
and
week.
4 days. Yes.
Okay.
A week and 4 days.
So virtually now we'll say, since you stopped this smoking and drinking last year, you
Yes.
don't fall sick constantly.
At all. At all. I've been able to regain my full health.
Mm.
Yes.
so? Sorry, what about, because I remember you said you are six boys and you are the third
Yes.
child.
Yes.
What about your other siblings? What are they doing?
My other, like my elder brothers,
Mm.
they have,
Are they living in Mandala?
yes, they're staying in Madalia here with me,
Okay,
but they have some odd jobs they are also doing for
okay.
their own sustenance.
So that means within your family now, you are the only graduate.
No, I'm not. The one that is ahead of me,
Mm.
that's my immediate elder brother, is
Mm.
equally a graduate.
So has he been able to secure a job
Yes,
through?
he has a job. He has a
Okay,
job in Lagos. He's not
Lagos.
based here with us in Madala.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
he
that's
resides
fine.
in Lagos.
And what about the one, second to the last?
The second to the last is working in the parish. Uh, he's working in a
Parish.
parish. Yes,
Okay,
he's a ministry worker.
Okay.
I work in the ministry, in the
Okay.
church. Yeah.
Are you married?
I'm not married, sir, but I have a fiance.
You have a fiance.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is your fiance doing to support you to help you out of this your condition?
Because
With the support from few of my friends
mm,
and relations, as well as my family,
mm,
we've been able to at least raise capital for her to start running a
wait.
small and micro business, which
Okay.
she's using to
Okay.
sustain me
Okay.
and my brother, some of my brothers who are staying together for now,
Okay.
till
You are
yes.
not living together,
We are
right?
staying together,
Okay.
but in different apartments.
Apartments. Okay.
So
Okay.
Yes.
how I know life has been so difficult for you,
Yes.
even to date,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, viewers all over the world, we have heard from this young man. I'm sure his story will inspire you. His story will educate you. I want to ask, what do you really want our viewers to do for you? What
What
do
do you
you
want to
want?
say to them?
What do you want them to do for you? Why did you come here? Because it's a privilege to be here.
Thank you very much.
Mm. Just talk to the camera.
The major reason why I'm here is to seek for your support and assistance.
In what way?
If I could get a job that will take my time, that will build my abilities more,
Mm.
I will most gladly appreciate.
You said you studied the geography,
Geography and
right?
education.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So this is just the paramount thing that I need to
Mm-hmm.
get my hands busy and my mind positioned. Thank you very much.
And
Well,
what do you wish to say to people that are also passing through the same thing? Because there are people, young youths outside there that are also passing through the same condition, and they found themselves doing what they don't want to do, like smoking, following bad boys, stealing, cultism, and all that. What do you have to tell them?
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to start from the bad habits. The bad habit is inculcative in the sense that it's influenced by bad friends. When you follow bad people, you start doing bad things. So is it not better you avoid such friends and then focus more on people that will
will
support you,
impact you
impart
meaningfully.
better things in your life, and then such forums where we come together and share our experiences together. Who
Mm.
knows? God might equally intervene through someone for assistance. Thank you so much.
Well, viewers all over the world, you heard from this young man. You see how he narrated his story. You see, if there is one thing I learned from this particular story, is for you to learn a skill. Don't just say, I'm a graduate, I'm schooling, so there's no need for me to get another skill and all that. The labor market is not as easy as you think now. We have so many graduates in the street. So, in order for you to help yourself, you need to learn one or two skills that will serve as an alternative if that your white collar job is not forthcoming. So, that skill will speak for you. That is one thing I learned from this story. He was just busy schooling, and at the end, there was nothing like skill. If not, I'm sure by now, he will have, be swimming in money. Hmm?
I want to ask you a question. In the middle of all these circumstances, the hardship, have you thought of committing suicide, like harming yourself, or
Hmm?
Yes, but it has to be depression. I suffer
Depression,
depression.
okay.
I suffer
That
depression
one is
so
even
much.
worse than suicide.
you suffer depression
Depression,
for
yes,
how many
yes,
months?
yes. At 6 months,
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
I went through depression because
Wow.
no job was forthcoming. Even feeding becomes a very
Hmm.
big problem for the family.
Hmm.
Yes. Went into depression.
It's fine.
Viewers all over the world, you have heard him. This experience is coming from a very vibrant man, an educated man, not just an uneducated man. We have so many youths outside there. We have so many youths out there that have the opportunity to go to school. We have so many youths out there that have opportunity to do something with their hands. They have hands, but they don't know what to use it for. They have brain, but they don't know what to use it for. And there are people that have both brain and hand. Equally, they don't still know what to use it for.
Battery.
But I pray by the special grace of God, God will give us the strength to be able to think well for what we are going to use ourselves to do, because the economy is very, very hard now. You cannot rely on anybody for source of income, shelter, and any other thing that will make you to continue with life. You have to struggle, you have to keep focus, you have to be determined by yourself that I want to do this, I have legs, I have hand. Even sometimes when I go to market, I see people without leg, they are doing one
They are
thing or
still
the other.
working.
I see people that don't even know how to calculate, that they didn't go to school, but they are among the billionaires that we are hearing about.
Yes.
So you can do something for yourself. Don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Do say to yourself, I want to do this. Even when you fall, pick up, push again, you will get there. You before you count 1 million, you start from 1,000. You get. So that is all I have to say, and I want to appreciate you for coming, and I want to
Thank you
appreciate
very much.
our viewers for watching. Please don't fail to turn on your notification bell and subscribe, share, and like our.
Thank you.
Well, as our custom, we will not just allow this young man to go empty-handed.
Yeah.
So we are here with a little gift, courtesy of White Angel. So we have this little token for you.
To aid your transportation,
Just to
and
ease.
if from anybody that is
Touched,
yes
to
is
help
touched
you
by your
story.
story, the person will contact you. You can also drop your account number and your phone number in case maybe a good Samaritan want to help you with a job and financial assistance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Tell us your phone number, please.
My phone number's 080.
Okay, 080
34
34
77
77
24
24
83.
83.
I repeat.
Okay.
080
080
34
34
77
77
24
24
83.
Your
83.
account number.
Leave the account number. Well, this is where we wrap up today's program. From all of us here, we want to say
Bye
bye.
bye.